There he is, Baro has reappeared. He can of course be found on the Orcus relay, which is on Pluto. So before we get into what he is actually selling, let's take a look and try and get a hold of the Katia Nobilis Signa, because the Void Surplus was added last time he was here. It goes up by 4% drop chance every time he turns up until you get it. So I can't remember what the base percentage was. I think it was 5%, then add 4%, so 9%. Now it's a 13% chance of getting it. And these things, they cost 50,000 credits. You can only claim one every time he is here. So let's crack it open, and 1,000 ducats. 17% chance of getting it next time he turns up now. But his normal haul, he has brought the techrot glyph. I like that. CD with the infested tentacles sticking off it. There is primed cryo rounds, 165% cool damage for rifle, jolt, 60% electrical, and 60% status chance for pistols. Primed magazine wrap, 55% magazine capacity for rifle. Primed ravage, 110% crit damage for shotgun. Prime tactical pump, 100% reload speed for shotgun. We have the machete syachid. I can never remember how to pronounce these things properly. Skin. This is, of course, it's a double-bladed. I believe it's for the machete. It'd be nice if it actually said it. It just says, oh no, it does, machete. I'm an idiot. There is the pedestal prime umbra. Pedestal umbra. The prime doesn't move. The umbra's the one to get. It may be a million credits, but out of all of them, this is the one you kind of want. It does look the best. There is the pyra sugatra, melee dangly. The katia sugatra, melee dangly. Katia solo earpiece. Just remember, you either pick up the katia earpiece, which is 2, or the solo one. You can't use both at the same time. There is the katia diax syandana. Still torn on this, because on certain frames it does this, which makes it look kind of weird. But it doesn't do that on every frame. Some frames it looks great on. If you want to know what frame would look best with that on, just come in and have a look at it in here before buying it. Best way I can put that. The quanta aufeis skin, just the skin, not the actual weapon. I bought it thinking it was a weapon. Does look good though. Give it that one. The Redeemer elixis skin. I love the elixis skins. They look absolutely amazing. Nexus gene masking kit. Gives that colour pattern. And, more importantly, different colours for the fur. Didn't know I'd actually picked that one up. Eminence colour picker. Does have some nice choices between blues and purples, and I want to say greys, because there is a grey in there. Few actually. The Axi A5 relic for the dual wielding Vasto Prime. Pretty much all that is useful for. The Prisma Grinlok. This is a good primary weapon, but I do prefer the opticor vandal more. Because obviously the opticor vandal is here as well. That thing is quite an amazing weapon. I'd love to see a prime version. I'm not getting into that argument, but it still doesn't change the fact that a prime version of that would be great, as long as it did more damage than any other version. The scimitar Cydonia skin. I love the way that the yellow parts on the wings of this and on the front, though you can barely see it because of the lighting, they all have moving effects to them, and those always look good. The blue Katia Safari K-Drive scroll for the bottom of your K-Drive. Deimos Cornus Prex Cord. Oh, I miss the imagery of Baro handing this skin to you. Tanukai Longsword skin. The Katia Greth chest plate. The Greth shoulder plates, and the Greth leg plates. Leg plates and chest are fine. Shoulder plates look like shelving. A little shelf that's there. So you can put noggles on your arms while you're... yeah, it just looks weird. There is the prisma lens. Of all the weapons he has brought, this is a must if you do not have it. If you could pick up one weapon from him, get this. It is better than almost every other weapon he actually sells, dare I say. The Jarvi Evolution Scrolling, it's just a landing craft decoration. The Ratham display can, of course, be reversed. Dante Unbound login music, the Sands of Inaros blueprint, the Fear Path Ephemera, and if you come to see him, with Inaros Prime equipped and go back down to the bottom, just like the Void Surplus, he will have the Baro Void Signal. This allows you to do a mission defending Baro to get a hold of the parts for the elixis armor set. But you can only pick up one every time he visits, whereas this is tradable, this is not. You can pick up one every time he is here, that is it. But it's one every time he is here. Which is, I love the addition of the Void Surplus. I kind of don't like the very low percentage for the Katia Signa, though this will obviously, as aforementioned, increase by 4% for every time he is here. But he will be around for 2 days, so if he has brought anything you want, you have until then to pick up. If you've picked up the Tenucon ticket, don't forget, he'll also be here next week, which is going to make it interesting for when he is supposed to come back, but it does mean that surplus, technically you can pick up one a week for the next 3 weeks. But with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.